People who scalp Pokemon products have one fear: nobody buying their products. Now, this might be a problem because you might say, I have a pack opening addiction. How am I supposed to get my fix if I don't buy from scalpers? There's one easy way, and that is to buy Pokemon cards in another language. In an earlier video, I showed you exactly how I bought some cards from Japan with a forwarding service. However, it turns out this is not actually the cheapest way to get those cards. So it turns out online card stores in the US do not use any sort of forwarding service to get their inventory. And the way they get it is actually really easy. Anybody could do it. All you need is the money and the willingness to buy larger quantities. In an earlier video, I showed how I purchased Pokemon booster boxes from Japan at an average cost at about $36 per box. But after shipping, it ended up being about $45 a box, which is a lot cheaper than if you were to buy the English boxes, but definitely not that much cheaper than buying it from like a third-party seller. So after reaching out to some third-party sellers, I managed to get my cost per booster box to about $30 US. Yeah, you heard me. $30 US for a Japanese booster box. Contains 30 packs. Each pack is basically $1. So the way I did this, I actually contacted two resellers. One I found on Facebook. I joined a Facebook group that sold Japanese Pokemon cards and sealed boxes. In this group, there's a lot of Japanese people who advertise their sort of services. Basically, I found one guy there. I also found another guy on Instagram. There's actually plenty of them. If you just search up Japanese Pokemon card, TCG, seller, there's so many of them. Honestly, just pick any one that looks reputable. They got some followers. The seller I found on Facebook, I made sure to look up any reviews. And that's how I sort of determined if they were trustworthy to purchase from. Pretty much any trustworthy seller in these sort of avenues, either Facebook or Instagram, they'll accept both PayPal goods and services or Wise. Wise is a bit more dangerous since it's a direct bank wire, so you actually can't reverse it. But the thing is, because they accept PayPal goods and services, this means that you can sort of get PayPal purchase protection. So I actually put in a sample order first with PayPal goods and services. I think I paid an extra maybe like 20-30 bucks to guarantee that I would be able to get the items and have it insured by PayPal. Basically, for my first purchase, I ordered 12 booster boxes, which came out to about $430. Honestly, $430 is not bad for 12 boxes because if you divide that out, that's $36 per booster box. And this is after shipping. So even my test shipment was a lot cheaper than when I used a forwarding service from Japan. Buying from these third-party sellers is so much cheaper than doing it yourself through like a forwarding service, is because you don't actually pay sales tax on these shipments from these sellers. If you order something and it ships to a location in Japan, in that case, sales tax gets involved and therefore you'll pay more. After I did my test shipment, I did larger orders of up to 32 booster boxes at a time. I decided to buy some older sets. Some of the older ones, they go for $4,300 a box, close to $30 US a box after shipping. For the cheaper sets, you're essentially getting them for $30 US. You get 30 packs in there. Obviously, the packs are only 5 cards, but even if you compare that to English, that's like 15 English packs. That's $2 on average a pack. And if you look at the English booster packs at retail, the lowest you're getting is like $4, $3.50. And like for the newer sets, you're paying up to like $10+. If I want to buy more packs to rip open, I would definitely buy Japanese. Another great thing about Japanese booster boxes in particular, the card quality is way higher than English on average. So if you ever want to get them like graded or anything, they're going to turn out really good. And then another thing is each Japanese booster box has a guaranteed special art rare. So you will never go through a whole box of packs and hit nothing. They have some sort of pity system, therefore the rates are better. So like if you just like seeing the shiny cardboard, like I don't see why you would ever open English packs unless you want to play the actual trading card game. So basically I just wanted to share my experience buying packs from Japanese sellers and how much cheaper it is compared to buying English. Obviously there is a bit of risk to this because you could get scammed. I think if you're careful and do a little bit of due diligence, the chance of that happening should be very low.